Hi, everybody, from the Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium here on the campus of Owen County High School, where tonight the Owen County Rebels welcome in the Shelby County Rockets under the direction of a pretty familiar head coach around here, at least from his playing days, Mr. Blake Traylor. Welcome back tonight as he gets set and brings his Shelby County Rockets in to the Grit tonight as they take on the Rebels on senior night here in Owenton. Going to be a fun night. I'm Brian Blair, happy to be joined alongside Braden Howard as always. Braden, it was a fun night last night on senior night for the girls. The guys tonight get to do it with the cheerleaders and the band, and we talked about this last night, but what a big special night for these folks playing, whether it's an instrument or cheering or that final senior night festivities.
Yeah, it's always good to recognize these seniors that have put in the years of hard work to get to this moment. I think the spotlight makes it that much more special. You all unfortunately weren't able to see it. We had some technical difficulties, but they do have a spotlight on senior night.
They do.
And that thing's very bright.
Yes, it is.
If you've not ever been on that end of it. So
I feel like I'm at a Bengals game right now. Got a little Welcome to the Jungle playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Fun night, as we said. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They started just about every home game, the 2015-2016 senior, that season. This is the song they started.
Yeah.
So like as the ball went up in the air, then they cut it off. And it felt like a jungle in here. It's a packed house every night.
Yep. Well, it is a fun night. We talked about it. Before we get into this game, though, I do have to ask, we need a finger update. So if you weren't watching us last night, Rachel Howard, Braden's sister, dislocated her pinky in the late minutes of that basketball game. I saw her at school today. It looked pretty wonky.
Yeah.
But what is the update on the finger, if you're allowed, based on HIPAA, to tell me about it?
So, of course, naturally, she left her phone charger at home today. So while I was at my grandparents' for lunch on my lunch break, I brought her phone charger back up. She showed it to me, which was probably shortly after you saw it. It was probably close to 1 o'clock. It's still that real curved and dark and swollen and just nasty looking. So I said, I don't want to see any more of it. Put it away. And then I did talk to her down there during the JV game. She has got some sort of splint wrap on right now. Casey got her taped up good. She's got a splint on. Hopefully it'll be straightened out, maybe a little bit. We were comparing pinkies last night at the house, and I was doing it at lunch today with my grandparents. We were looking at it. You can't see it, but we're looking at our pinkies side by side right now. Mine's crooked. Nobody's is perfectly straight, right?
I've never paid much attention to know whether they are. They are, to be quite honest with you. I'll tell you what, though, it was one of those things, and I talked to her a little bit at school today, and I said, man, if I dislocated my pinky, there was no way I was going back in the game. But she said it was sore today, but the girls will be in action tomorrow night. But let's focus a little bit on this basketball game. Shelby County comes in. The Rockets are 12-11. Blake Traylor, as I said, the third-year head coach there of the Rockets. Owen County 16-10 on the season. Of course, it's the pupil versus the student tonight. Devin Duvall against Blake Traylor. But the Rockets are one of those teams that, in talking around today, they have some talent. They have 3 guys averaging double figures. Their biggest issue this year has been just finding the same cohesive unit because of injuries. And so they're one of those teams that, if they're healthy and locked in tonight, this could be a challenge.
And, I've not really looked hard into their record, but I'd say it's pretty similar to some of those 32nd District girls teams that we talked about the other night. The record could be deceiving for them, too, because, they are in a little bit of a tougher district. Or at least they used to be. That their district used to be a really strong district. And I'm sure being in Shelby County, too, they do venture out into some of those Louisville schools, maybe King of the Bluegrass tournament, that sort of thing. They probably don't play the same little tiny district talent that we do. But that's just a matter of the school. Some years we do, some years we don't. It's It all depends. Like I said, I didn't do my analysis today, but go and apologize for that. That's 2 nights in a row. I'm going to have to catch up here.
Yeah. You talk about Blake Traylor, his third-year head coach, also coached for a while at Collins there. What are your recollections of Blake as far as a basketball player? He graduated here in 2009. We'll talk a little bit about his career, but what are your recollections of? And it's weird seeing him down there, honestly, wearing blue tonight and not maroon.
Yeah, especially in this gym. I've never really. I don't remember him playing basketball here because if he graduated in 2009, I was just 7 years old.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure I was here for some games, but it's probably like these kids right here running around in the hallways. But I love playing golf with him. It seems like everything goes back to golf.
Absolutely.
But, we played golf a few times, and he's always good to play with. On Sunday afternoons after church, we're always either right in front of his dad's group or right behind him. So we get to see Daryl a lot, his father, and, it's the same with, and the saying goes for everybody. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if he's coaching Shelby County tonight. He graduated from here. It's always going to be a part of him.
Yep. I remember as a player, I had just started writing for the News Herald those first couple years, and I just remember being probably not the most talented guy on the floor, but you could tell he studied the game even at that time. And so the fact that he's a coach right now, just gritty, hard-nosed. And in fact, his junior year, so March of 2008, Shelby County defeated Owen County in the first round of the region, 55-52. And it might have been one of the first 8th region games that I went to over there at Henry County. And I remember Owen County was the underdog in that game fairly substantially and really fought tooth and nail to the end. Shelby County went on to win the region on a tip-in. They beat Gallatin County on a tip-in at the buzzer, and then I believe went to the semifinals of the Sweet 16. So,
you think maybe that was his tipping point? Hey, maybe I need to go to Shelby County.
I don't know. I don't know. But I was trying to look up and just honestly didn't have a chance today to go back and kind of look at his career statistics as far as that's concerned. But as I said, a 2009 grad, was the head coach last year when Owen County went over to Shelby County and knocked off Shelby 68-50. But this is his first time being back in here, and I am sure there's got to be some nerves going through his head right now.
It's definitely a different court, too. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, yep.
It's not the same atmosphere as when he played. The game has changed since he's played. So, there's a lot of things to consider, but I'm sure he's glad to be back. I know those chairs are different, so he'll definitely enjoy that.
We are about 11 minutes or so away from the start of this, and as I said, Shelby comes in 12-11 on the season. Since January 1st, it's been a struggle. They're just 5-6, and they've lost 4 of their last 5. There are 3 guys to kind of watch out for tonight. Dylan Ritchie, he averages 19 points a game, and he leads the team in three-point shooting with 83. Michael Jones averages 16 points, 5 rebounds, and Dallas Mercer, 10 points, 6 boards, and he is second on the team. Now, it's a pretty big disparity. He has 36 threes and is second on the team. Dylan Ritchie has 83 to lead the team. I don't think he's going to catch him as the year goes on. In their last time out was over at Grant County, and Daryl Traylor talked to me on Sunday and said they didn't play very well, and they lost 85-70. Ritchie had 21, Jones had 18, and Dallas Mercer had 15. Owen County's last outing was last week when they took on Williamstown over at Williamstown. Good basketball game. The Rebels put them on defensive lockdown, only gave up 12 second-half points in that game. Brax Ward, 15 points, 12 boards. Camden Beckham, 11 points. Malachi Medford, 10.6 boards. Rebels were 7 of 12 from three-point range in that game. Owen County, since January 1st, they are 10-5 since that time, with one of those losses being a tough defeat to a Lexington Catholic team who is a really good team in the state. So you can almost, I hate to say it's one of those games that you're like, yeah, we lost, but we're not going to worry too much about that. But they are playing good basketball and peaking as you're getting ready for the districts, the pairings and all to come out, and you need some serious math to figure out the seedings and all the matchups in the 31st district. But we are excited about the upcoming tournament. But this one should be a good game, and I think it's good to see Brax Ward back. Of course, the last time you and I were on, he had the ankle injury against North Oldham, but it's good to see him back and having a big night the other night at Williamstown. 15 points, 12 rebounds. That's what he does. So about 8 minutes or so away. After tonight, Owen County will be here Saturday taking on Anderson County. They'll be here next Tuesday taking on Spencer County, who is a good Spencer County team. Then they close on the road next Thursday night against Simon Kenton. That team, the Pioneers, 11-14, but that is a deceiving record as you take a look at that. Both teams making their way back into the locker room to get one final word of instruction. So I will be honest, I forgot my list of sponsors tonight, but as you can see, they are on the bottom of your screen, and we would like to thank each and every one of them. Special thanks again to German American Bank for sponsoring the three-point challenge this year for every Rebels and Lady Rebels three-point basket made here at home. German American will donate $10, but without the support of all of our corporate partners, this is not possible. So again, thank you for all that you do. So they will have the iPad. We will be able to do some pregame interviews here in just a couple of minutes. They'll get that turned on and get that set up for you. I know you're not much of a football fan, but I will say this. You're a baseball fan. You like baseball? Pitchers and catchers reported today for the Reds. Very excited about that. And, of course, it is Valentine's Day Eve. So I don't know if Amazon can deliver by in the morning. I'm sure they probably can. Or if you need to be like me and stop at the dollar store on the way home, you can also do that. In fact, I told my wife she had to go to the dollar store this evening before the game, and I pulled the old Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie. Hey, honey, why don't you get yourself something real nice for Valentine's Day while you're there? So, I don't know. I have no idea what she got for Valentine's Day.
In the spirit of Cousin Eddie, you know, might be able to pick up a few of them skunks on Sparta Road.
There you go. Uh-oh. She said it was crowded in there, so apparently a lot of people trying to do what I'm doing. All right, so hopefully we'll get, you good? You out of breath? Hey. So the iPad is down there. We're hopefully getting it turned on.
Hey, you should let me do a feature one day. Not right now. One day.
All right, as we're waiting on the iPad, we can look at some other 8th Region boys action going on tonight. lot of games going on tonight, and then I have a trivia question for you. I was given a trivia question downstairs before I came up tonight, but I'll give you the 8th region action going on around the area tonight. Bullitt East is at Spencer County, North Oldham at Collins, Williamstown traveling up to play Dayton tonight, Dixie is at Walton. That could be a pretty good game tonight. Grant is at Gallatin, Carroll at home, Simon Kenton at Boone County, Oldham County traveling to Louisville to take on St. Xavier, and then Anderson County is taking on West Jessamine. So we are about ready to go with our interview here of Coach Duvall. I don't have the...
I'm here with Coach Duvall. Coach, tonight's a big regional matchup versus Shelby County. How does it feel to be coaching against one of your former players?
Blake was a really great player for us. He was a district champion. We've got a tremendous relationship, so it's a little bit different. But, you know, when our guys step between the lines, they're all going to be ready to compete.
Thank you. Good
Thanks
luck.
a lot.
You know, and that's the key. That is, I'm not, that's coach speak, and he's right. You're friends, but when that ball gets tipped up, you're competitors. And I would think that if you ask Blake Traylor the same thing, which she's going to here in a minute, he will say the exact same thing. We are friends, and we're friends until that clock hits 0 and the ball gets thrown up. And then we'll be friends afterward. But in the meantime, they are both trying to win this game tonight. So as Blake Traylor makes his way over, here's your trivia question tonight. You can think about it for a second. Blake Traylor is the second Owen County High School alum to coach Shelby County. Who was the first? We got him all lined up. We're good.
I'm here with Coach Traylor. Coach, how does it feel to be coaching against your alma mater?
Oh, it's fun. You know, Devon's took over my sophomore year, so that's been, 20 years ago or something like that, it feels like at this point. It's exciting to be back here, you know, with Shelby County. We're not necessarily a rival, but it means a lot to me. And the biggest thing that I love is still coming back in this gym and seeing all the same faces, Howard 15 years ago, and all the same faces when I grew up. So it's just fun seeing all these people and seeing how much it means to this community.
Thank you. Good luck.
Do I at least get multiple choice?
I don't know that many names to give you. Okay, so
or maybe an error.
Dude, the official just took a shot. The official shooting down there. Why? I just saw that. You'd have to go back to the 70s.
70s.
Yes, and I'm not sure I wasn't told the exact date. This person is good friends with Daryl Traylor, play a lot of golf together. And he's a banker, used to be a banker. He retired.
Todd Marston.
So it would be, it'd be his uncle or cousin, Don Marston.
Don Marston.
Played basketball here at Owen County back in the day. Todd didn't remember the year, but Don Marston. So Blake Traylor is the second Owen County High School alum to be the head coach at Shelby County.
I would have never got that.
Thank you, Todd Marston.
I was close. I had the Marston part right.
You did. We're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for the starting lineups and our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chloe Cricket Gymnasium here at Owen County High School for tonight's basketball matchup between the Shelby County Rockets and your Owen County Running Rebels. Would you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem performed by Owen County High School Band under direction of Mr. Michael Pinkston. Dylan Ritchie. Number 4, Dallas Mercer. Javon Hunter. Number 12, Apple Jones. Number 10, Hunter Rose.
All right, running down your starting lineup once again. First of all, for Shelby County, their starting 5 looks like this. Number 3, Dylan Ritchie. Number 4, Dallas Murphy. Number 10, Javon Hunt. Number 12, Michael Jones. And number 20, Gunnar Rhodes. The starting quintet for the Owen County Rebels: Ashton Moore, Micah Shelton, Malachi Medford, Ethan Young, Brax Ward. Let's get ready to jump around and play some hoops in Owen County tonight, everybody. It's my kind of music right there. A little welcome to the jungle, a little jump around. Let's go. Let's play hoop. Shelby County gets the first possession of the night. House of Pain. Did you know that's who sang that?
No. See, that's getting out of my range now.
That's the only song I know by them. Here's a jump shot. Good defense right there. And there's a foul quickly. Brax Ward affects shots. He may not always block them, but he does affect shots, and he did on that one.
Shelby County coming out pretty early on a press.
Owen County gives it up, turns it over the first time. Nice pass. 3 ball on the way. That is no good from Jones. But Shelby gets the rebound, and quickly another 3, no, from Javon Hunter, and the Rebels with the rebound. We've already seen it. They want to shoot the ball from the outside, do the Rockets. See what the Rebels' first trip is. I think you'd get Brax involved and try to get to the paint, get the advantage down low. That's what they do, and Ward missed it, and that,
He thought about it.
He did. He double pumped on that. He thought that might have gone the other way. But anyway, it's going to go back to Shelby. So Owen County, a couple misses from right at the rim. So we played a minute, no score. In the corner, too hard of a pass, and it goes out of bounds off Javon Hunter.
We need to have a segment of unforced turnovers. Like, you know how they do the Sports Center not top 10?
Yes.
We need to have the unforced turnover segment. We've seen a lot of those here.
We have. Yeah, Shelby County not the tallest of teams. As you look down there at Dallas Mercer, number 4, he's their biggest guy on the floor right now. So you would think, as I said, Owen County would have some advantage, and they get it down to Brax Ward. He turns, puts it up, missed again. You wonder if he's a little tight tonight on senior night. I have no idea. I don't know what's going through his head, but you wonder if early there's just a little nerves.
And especially taking that little break there, too.
Basketball in the hands of Dylan Ritchie. He's waiting on the screen from Mercer. Uses it. Stops. Good D. Micah Shelton. Shelton wouldn't let him get around him. There's another high ball screen. This time it's Jones who throws one up. No, and Brax Ward another rebound. Minute and a half in, no score. Or excuse me, 2.5 minutes. Still no score, but a foul.
That one's going to send number 3, Micah Shelton, to the line for 2.
That was on Javon Hunter, his first. free throw good. And, the cliche is, and you talk about this for a team, sometimes you just need to see that first one go in and get kind of things settled down a little bit. He misses the second. As a team, the Rebels shoot at 72% from the line, but they're 1 of 2 tonight, and they lead it 1-0. Moore got a piece of it and then caused an over and back, and I might agree with Coach Traylor right there. That ball was deflected, but they're going to call him. What did you see there?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. Because I'm not 100% certain either way.
I thought Moore got a piece of it. Now, we're again a little bit away from where it happened, but
most likely that's what happened. But then again, it also went Owen County's way, so I'm not really going to complain. Yes, I will show my Rebels bias.
Ashton Moore in the lane. Ward tips it back out. Heady play. Medford for 3, no, and the rebound, and that's a foul on Brax. Yeah, he was using that off arm to hold the defender. So there is a lid on the rim early. You talk about it, but, this game didn't start till 8:20. You've been at school since before 8. That you talk about having to wait all day to play a game. It can take a toll. There's another miss, and again, Owen County with the rebound. Shelton drives, puts it up, no, rebound. Shelby, and Ritchie has it. Oh, the push off. That is
call it.
Good call. Javon Hunter with the little discard. He put that left arm out there and got it into the chest.
He's going to pick up his second foul on the night.
And that is his second. That's a good call. And it's one that I think what happened is a lot of times players will go in closer so that it's not quite as obvious, but that was a full extension. There's a shot, no good, and Shelby County so far doing a good job keeping Owen County off the offensive boards, and just into the game is Caden Holcomb, who takes the rebound and goes coast to coast and lays it in, and head coach Devin Duvall is like, what just happened? And he called a timeout. And that is what Caden just did, as you can hear he was out of the starting gates and went all the way down to score.
So Shelby County's reminded me a lot of that South Oldham team last night, as far as on the defensive end. Well, in that case, on the offensive end as well, they kind of sped it up, slowed it down on defense, sped it up on offense. But especially down there in the paint, they're kind of collapsing, and you can't help but think that that's why maybe some of those shots are bouncing out for the Rebels. Of course, from not using the backboard, but there's been a lot of close shots that the Rebels just haven't been able to capitalize on.
Oh, Ashton Moore traveled. Yes, he did. So if you're a head coach and you just called a timeout to get on your guys, and about 5 seconds later you pick up a travel, that cannot sit well. And I'm surprised he's sitting over there right now.
Coach D looks relatively calm on that one.
But he is not, I can guarantee, inside. Driving to the basket, that's no good. That was Gunnar Rhodes, and it goes out of bounds. I also get the idea from watching what they're trying to do early is spread Owen County out and go one-on-one a couple of times. They did it there. They did it a couple other times. And Owen County's been up to the challenge so far defensively. 2-1. Honor of the start of baseball season, an RBI double and a solo homer, and it's 2-1. We played 5 minutes almost. Owen County is yet to make a basket. Ooh, Shelton cut. Thought Malachi had a chance. Here's a lob down low and out of the reach. And Rebels just look a little out of sync right now.
It looks like Camden Beckham's coming in for Ethan Young. He'll be the first substitution for the Rebels tonight.
Talk about Camden Beckham. I was looking over the Rebel stats today a little bit, and He is second on the team in three-point shots with 32. And we've seen him a couple of times come off the bench and provide that spark. 2:41. It is 2-1. Here's Holcomb again driving. Here's a deep three, no good. That was put up and in by Ritchie. Down the court quickly. Shelton lays it in. Good pass. And that's going to get Blake Traylor off his bench to call a timeout. No, not a timeout. What do we have?
I think it's a little blood, maybe.
Okay.
Blake might have learned that trick from Coach Duvall. No, he's just got blood. We don't need a timeout.
So the Rebels' first basket comes at about the 2.5-minute mark. And it's 3-2. Driving, pulling up, shooting no good is Jones. Rebound, Shelton. Neither team getting many second opportunities tonight. It has been one and done. Malachi Mefford, I thought he traveled. No call. Nice rebound. Braxford, and he scores. 5-2. Speaking of one and done, Kentucky in action tonight. They're taking on Mississippi State, I believe. Try to get you a score on that one.
Are they going to be able to break the streak tonight?
I'd love to say yes, but I don't know. Here's going to be a wide open three. That one's no good. Rebound, knocked around and controlled by Ward. The three from Holcomb was missed. Ward will shoot that. There's a three, and it's good. A German-American Bank three-point basket. Braxford with 5, and it's 8-2. And all of a sudden, Owen County up by 6. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. And I would think if you're Shelby County tonight, much like we said about Owen County last night, you don't want to let this one get away from you early. Oh, driving in the lane, getting by Micah Shelton is Ritchie. And Shelton's going to draw the foul, and Ritchie's going to have a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. We do sound kind of old up here. You're complaining about guys not using the backboard. I'm calling it old-fashioned three-point play.
Here soon, I'm going to be complaining about my bedtime.
I need a Stanley. You know, they're very popular, the Stanleys. I need a Stanley full of coffee. But then the problem is when I get home, then I'm all jacked up, and I can't go to sleep. 8-5, 45 seconds left. Down to Beckham, back up top. Ward, he was going to shoot it again, no good. And here comes Holcomb again, kicking in the corner. Ritchie, a three and a bucket. And he looks over at the student section and just says, no, you can't distract me.
So what do they call that one? It can't be an old-fashioned four-point play because old-fashioned, they didn't have a three-point line.
That is the newfangled four-point play. I don't know. He misses the free throw, however. The foul was on Malachi Mefford as we're down to 23 seconds. It's a good question. I'm going to have to look that up. Down to 15 seconds. Mefford trying to atone. No. Rebound controlled. Shelby County with 8 seconds. In the corner, driving baseline. Taken away by Ethan Young. 3 seconds. Young gets it off. It is no good. Actually, he did not get it off, actually. I thought he did for a second. But we are tied, a 6-point spurt there by Shelby County after Owen County jumped out to an 8-2 lead. And we are tied at the end of the first quarter.
I got a feeling this game's going to be like that a lot. Like, you know, it was a very low-scoring quarter for both teams, even. But like you said, you know, the Rebels went up quick, 8-2, and then next thing you know, it's tied at 8 going into the second quarter. So it'd be definitely something to watch for as the game goes on.
Yeah, it will be interesting, as you said, and the way Shelby County shoots the three and as many as they take, and we have said this so many times, when you play a team like that, really no lead is safe because you just need a couple to kind of get you going. So Ole Miss and Kentucky play tonight at 9.
Dave Stowe's got the buzzer stuck.
Now, I am not a gambler. I've said that before, but the total in that game is 164.5. With Kentucky's defense, you take the over every time right now. Rebels with the ball. We're tied. Kick in the corner. Beckham, 3. Got it. That is why he is on the floor. And it was a nice job to get it down to Ward, who just kicked it out to Beckham in the corner, and it's a German-American Bank three-point bucket. His 33rd of the season. 11-8. Driving corner. Here's a 3. That's good by Caden Holcomb. Again, that was the old Dick Vitale, the drive, the draw, and the dish. And Holcomb knocked it in. Here's Beckham into the lane to Young. Oh, he had Beckham in the corner. He's got him. Beckham, 3, airborne. Got it. That's a great pass from Brax Ward to find Beckham in the corner for his second 3. And just like the 3 can get you into a game early, it can also put you out of a game if somebody starts to get hot. So running jumper, no good by Ritchie. Here comes Beckham. I'd get him a look. Good defense, and I thought a foul actually, but Zadrian Johnson was playing pretty good D right there. He wasn't going to let him get too far away. .6:23 to go, first half. 14-11, Rebels up by 3. Driving Jones, reverse, good. That's pretty good defense, and if you're Camden Beckham, there's not a lot you can do right there. That's just good. That's just good offense. Shelton to Beckham. Up top, Brennan Lewis. He thought about it, thought better. See if Beckham goes back to that corner. Nope. I tell you what, Johnson's not leaving him. He is on him. But he left him for a second. Is it enough? No. Rebound Ward up? No. A good look by Beckham. But Braxtonite's missed 3 or 4 right there at the basket. That is unusual. Here again, a 3 for Shelby. And how about Caden Holcomb? He came off the bench for Javon Hunter, who has 2 fouls, and he has 8 points. 16-14, Shelby with the lead. They led it 2-1. Shelton for 3, no, rebound. Shelby quickly down the floor. 3, deep 3, no good. Brax Ward, the rebound, but they're going to say it hit the wire. They're holding up the basket first.
You know, that might have saved him there a little bit. They could have called over the back there.
It's going to get Gunnar Rhodes back in, replacing Johnson. Johnson was playing well. Ashton Moore gets in the paint, works his way in, shoots and scores. He just backed his man Holcomb down, and I think might have been a little surprised how open he was. He scores it. We're tied at 16, 4:25 to go. First half. Driving Ritchie up, no. He struggled tonight with just 3 points. Number 3, spinning in the lanes, puts it up, no, and a foul. Micah Shelton going to the line. Foul was against Dallas Mercer. Shelton now 1 of 3 from the line. Second one good. Shelton now with 4, 17-16 Owen County up by 1. Driving Ritchie up, no, and a foul. What do we got here?
Looks like that one's going to be on Brax.
And that's his second. Dylan Ritchie, when he decides to put it on the floor and go, he doesn't change his mind. I mean, that's what he's going to do when he drew the contact and the foul. So let's see what Coach Duvall does here with Brax Ward having 2 fouls. And he has Malachi Mefford up. And I would assume Malachi's coming in for Brax. No. He came in for Brennan Lewis, so. You think about not getting careless on the defensive end, but you've also got to not go over the back or do something on the offensive end as well. 1 of 2 from the line. We are tied at 17. Going up with a basket, no good. He got the rebound, but everybody kind of held their breath a little bit right there. And Brax Ward with his first basket here in the second quarter, and it's 7-5, or his 7th point, and it's 19-17. In the corner it goes. Long 3. Well, it was a 3. I thought for a second it was a 2, but Gunnar Rhodes knocks in the 3. I'm never sure. Shelton the 3. Nope. Rebound. Tap to Ward. Out of bounds. Oh.
I think that's the right call there.
Do you?
I think so. I think Brax had a big part of his hand on there.
All right. Woo. Dave. Dave must know it's late, and we're switching out. So with the rebound a couple of minutes ago, Brax Ward collects his 1,000th rebound. So he has become a member of the 1,000 Club. The Millennial Club?
Yeah, we can go with that.
There we go. So a cool honor for that young man on senior night to get rebound number 1,000. Shelby County up by 1, 2:53. Long 3, Ritchie, no good. Ritchie struggling to find the range tonight from really inside and outside. Owen County down by 1. Beckham, Mefford down low, Ward spinning, knocked away. And I tell you what, when he spins, you got to be careful again to make sure there's nobody there trying to draw a charge. And now Ethan Young's going to come in for him. And I would imagine we wouldn't see him again until the second half. In the corner to Mefford. Mefford going baseline, left side. Beckham corner, no. Rebound controlled by Mercer. Driving cutoff, Ritchie scores. That's
defense got kind of lost there.
Yep. But Ritchie was able to get a little space on the baseline and score his 6th point. 22-19, largest lead for Shelby tonight. And there's a little hand check. Dylan Ritchie with his first. And it'll be Owen County ball underneath its own basket. First on Ritchie's, just the second on the team here in the second quarter. Medford to inbound. Medford thought about it, steps into the free throw line. Minute 40. Medford, three, corner, got it! That bounced around. I didn't think it was going in, but it's a German-American Bank three-point basket, and it's tied at 22. Ritchie, that is deep and got it.
You know, if that was the Harlem Globetrotters, that one would have counted for 4 points. You know, the little circle out there.
I was right in front of Coach Davis over there on the Owen County bench. Medford, Beckham. Moore doesn't take a lot of them, and that one won't get the Medford bounce. And it's a foul on the rebound, and it's going to go on Ethan Young. I thought if they make two in a row like that, 25-22, and I would think you don't want to let Dylan Ritchie get hot here over this last minute because he's feeling it a little bit right now. Here's a drive all the way to the basket, and Shelton bumps Michael Jones.
That's going to be his second on the night.
So will they take him out just to make sure he doesn't pick up his third? Right now, nobody going to the scorer's table. That's trusting your senior right there. Free throw, no. Shelby County on the season, 69% free throw shooting team. Second one good. 26-22. Shelby County, their biggest lead, 4. Shelton spinning in the corner. Ethan Young, baseline, goes up, scores! Nice take by the big fella on senior night. See if Shelby County goes for one with 23 seconds to go. Where's number 3? Right now, Jones has it. He's going to get a screen from Ritchie. Jones drives in, nice drop-off pass up and in. Owen County with 4 seconds. Beckham with 1, lets it go, half court. No.
Looked good for a second. We just couldn't see the other angle.
So we have reached intermission tonight here at Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium. And the 2009 OCHS grad, Blake Traylor, has brought his Rockets in here, and they lead it at halftime 28-24. It is almost time for the world famous three-point or halftime challenge. Let's see who it will be tonight.
It's an interesting outfit Aldo has on, or had on. He just took it off.
He's doing his best Usher impersonation and taking it off. I don't know if you saw the halftime show. Which
Nope.
you did not.
Nope.
I was listening last night. I have to tell you, my wife sent me a GIF. Is that what you call it? On your text message of the Greta Van Fleets.
That's another controversial thing. Is it Jif or is it GIF?
Jif is peanut butter.
Yes.
Jif is what I put on my peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. I'm going with GIF. I will die on that hill. But I got in my truck last night and I saw that she had sent me, and it said it was the Greta Van Fleets.
Lead us on will be senior Nevaeh Hammond.
Helps if I put my mic down. So the band seniors are being recognized.
Most memorable moment of her band career was playing hate football and substitute for slavery. What she missed most about being part of the band program, the underclassmen who never fail to make you laugh. The advice she gives to underclass band members: don't give up on your dreams, even if they are different from everyone else's. What does Rebel Pride mean to Nevada? That we are a community who will always be there to cheer on each other in victory and console them in each other's losses. Her awards are Tri-State Champion. Clubs are KHS, Student Council. Her hobbies are color guard, music, and reading. She has a 4.44 GPA, ranks 12th in her class, and her future plans are to attend the University of Kentucky for a degree in biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Nevaeh Hammond. And now for our next band member, Elijah Hansford. Elijah is the son of Shamari and Tim Hansford. He's been in the band for 8 years and he plays percussion. The most memorable moment of his career is just bonding with teachers and his peers. What will he miss most about being part of the band? All the memories. The advice that he gives to band members is stick with it, otherwise you'll regret it. His hobbies are talking to his family and enjoying sports, 2.66 GPA, ranked 73rd in his class, and his post-graduation plans are to join the workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Hansford. Last and certainly not least, our next senior, Lucas Wilson. He was the son of John Lewis and Todd Wilson. He's been in the band for 8 years and he plays the saxophone. His most memorable moment in his band career was booing the opponents during basketball games. Sorry, Shelby. What will he miss most about being part of the program is all the friends that he's made. The advice he gives his underclass band members is always work hard. What does Rebel Pride mean to Lucas? It's always being there for his friends. His band awards include Best Sophomore, Best Junior, and the Director's Award. His hobbies are working, and his future plans are to attend a trade school. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Wilson. Let's give one more round of applause.
So congratulations to the band seniors tonight. An honor for them as well. So we're at halftime, 5:20 to go here before we get set on the second half. Taking a look at the point totals. First of all, for Shelby County, who lead it by 4. They are led by Dylan Ritchie with 9 points. Caden Holcomb off the bench with 8. Gunnar Rhodes with 5. Dallas Mercer and Michael Jones each have 3. For Owen County, they were led in the first half by Brax Ward. He had 7 points, as well as collecting his 1,000th rebound. Let's see, Camden Beckham with 6, Micah Shelton with 4, Malachi Medford with 3, Ethan Young and Ashton Moore each had 2. Pretty well played first half, and you said it earlier, a little bit of a game of runs there in the first half. And right now it's Shelby County who holds the 4-point advantage. And I would expect, as you kind of said this earlier, I think it could really be tight the rest of the way.
Yeah, and I think it will too. You know, it's Coach Traylor said it wasn't much of a rivalry to begin with, but now with coaching against his coach, it's kind of become a rivalry. If it's not yet, I'm assuming it will be in the years to come.
I think it could be one of those kind of fun rivalries almost between the two schools. And if you take a look at the series history between these two schools, as you take a look at the history, these two teams have first met back in, at least according to the KHSAA, back in 1997, is as far back as the records go.
Although
and Shelby County leads the series 4-3. The Rebels have won the last 3 in the series. So we shall see how this second half turns out. Trying to look around and check out some of the scores going on around the country, college basketball-wise, as I am wont to do. I do this for 2 reasons. I do it for the folks watching back, but I also mainly do it for me to see who's winning as we get into these games. But right now, Syracuse, 2 minutes to go at the Carrier Dome, up 76-72 to UNC. Trying to get something else to drink. I don't want to drop it down over there, so appreciate Kai going down and hooking me up there. But Syracuse up 4 at the Carrier Dome with 1:41 to go in the game over number 7, North Carolina. Iowa State all over Cincinnati. I bragged about the Bearcats a little bit last night, and they're getting whooped by 10 right now in Iowa, or at Iowa State. Illinois putting a beat down on Michigan, 92-64. Sorry, Brian Gagne, for that one. Dayton over Duquesne. How about the Dayton Flyers? That's a team that I couldn't name one guy on that team, but they're ranked 16th in the country, leading Duquesne 72-57. Pitt beat Virginia tonight. The Pitt all over number 21, UVA 74-63. Indiana State, the alma mater of...
I'm probably too young.
Larry Bird went to Indiana State. They are losing to Illinois State. I don't know who went there. 72-62. Creighton and Georgetown just underway. Later tonight, Baylor, number 12 against number 25, Oklahoma. You talk about a good league. The Big 12 is good. The SEC is good too, but the Big 12 is tough. Marquette beat Butler earlier tonight, 78-72. They're ranked 4th in the country. Wisconsin, Ohio State, and UCF and BYU going on later tonight as well. And then, of course, Ole Miss, Kentucky in just a few minutes. So we are about set to go. So we are ready for second half action. Shelby County with the lead, 28-24. As we approach 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. I don't know if this is actually the East Coast. I mean, it's the Eastern time zone, but we are nowhere near the East Coast.
The East Coast of the Kentucky River.
I was thinking like Eagle Creek. You got that before I did, yeah.
Well, then we're on the West Coast.
We're on the
of
true.
Eagle Creek.
We are on the West Coast. We are underway, thankfully for our listeners. Shelby County the ball early, trying to extend this 4-point lead out to 6, maybe 7. Driving Ritchie, layup good. I don't really call that a layup. It's more like just a little running hook shot where you don't use the backboard. He now has 11, 30, 24. Ethan Young out front with it. And Sheldon cannot convert, but he gets fouled. Fouls on Gunnar Rhodes, his second. Micah Shelton going to the line. He is 2 for 4, the only Rebel to be at the line. That one's no good. Second one good. I learned last night that the Marathon station must close at 10. I was pumping gas and all the lights went off, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I realized they close at 10 o'clock. So if you need gas, if I need gas on the way home, I better hurry. Bucket up and in, Gunnar Rhodes. He now has 7, 32-25. Largest lead of the night. Here's a dump in for Ward, who can't control it. Gets the rebound and puts it back up and in. He came in shooting about 57% from the field, so uncharacteristically missing some of those shots down low tonight. Here's a drive, no good. Rebound is gathered back in. That's Hunter. Here's a three from Mercer, no. Rebels trail by 5 with the ball. You can see when that ball is up on the wing, they are basically double teaming Brax because they don't go out and guard Ethan Young in the corner. Even look right now, he is double teamed, almost triple teamed at times when the ball gets away outside the paint. Here's Mefford, gets it partially blocked. Ward gets the rebound and will go to the free throw line. But they are packing it in on him. Foul was on Dallas Mercer. And Brax Ward going to the line for 2. So he's 1 of 2 from the line. 32-28. There's a foul. Ashton Moore got beat off the dribble right there by Michael Jones. And he picks up his first. That's a mismatch when you look down there and see number 20 Gunnar Rhodes trying to match up against Brax. Ritchie off to Mercer. Mercer back out to Rhodes. 3, no. Rebound Malachi Mefford. Quick pass up the floor to Ward. He puts down a power dribble and gets that one to go. That's one of the tougher shots he's taken tonight, and that one went in. He was determined as he made a strong move right there. 32-30. Little shake and bake from Mercer. Drops it off. Reversing. Good is Gunnar Rhodes. Way to use the backboard as an extra defender that time against Ward. Down into Ward. Over to Young. No. Ward pushed on the rebound, and that is his third. Now let's see what the strategy is.
It's definitely going to be a factor. There's still a lot of ball game left to play here.
Driving in, corner 3, Mercer. That hit the side of the backboard, went out of bounds, and it was off the fingertips of Brax Ward. That's a good call. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to take him out at this point to save him for the fourth. It's like you said, a lot of time left. Here's a fall-away jumper. That's good by Javon Hunter. 36-30. Like I said, you've got to be careful on the offensive end, too. You don't want to pick up a cheap one. Nice pass. Ethan Young goes up strong, and he draws the foul. I tell you, I'm impressed by Brax. He's a good passer. You know, we talk about what he does down in the paint, rebounding and scoring. He's an excellent passer as well.
And hopefully we'll be able to see some more of that, too, going deeper into this game, because if they are going to collapse on him like that, it means somebody's open out there somewhere. So it might be a chance for the Rebels to pick up some threes.
Well, early in the second quarter, he found Camden Beckham a couple times for a three, as you said. So Ethan Young connects on 1 of 2, and it's 36-31.
Rebels have got to be close to around that 50% mark on the free throws tonight.
They are 5 of 10.
50%.
You're right at it. Here's Dallas Mercer, a high archer, and it goes. He now has 6 39-31. Shelton the spin move. That is his signature move, and he scored on it right there. Back to within 6 is Owen County. Don't leave him that wide open. He missed it, however, it was Rhodes. Mefford quickly, nice pass to Ward who scores. Good sharing of the basketball that time by Malachi Mefford. Ward now has 14. Reeves, that's an offensive foul. Malachi Mefford, a good job of setting up his feet, and Ritchie knocked him over, and we're going to get a timeout by Shelby County with the Rockets holding on to a 4-point lead. So the Rebels right now, trailing by 4, are at 16 wins on the season. After tonight, they have 3 left. So in order to get to 20 in the regular season, they would need to win out. 20 wins is, it's just someplace you'd like to get. It doesn't mean you had a bad year. I mean, you go 3-1, you win 19. But I wonder, and they're not, he wouldn't say it about it right now, but you'd wonder if he, obviously if you could win these next 4 starting tonight, it would be a nice mark to get. Shelton driving, gets cut off, now comes back, spins, and he scores, and he's fouled. The foul was on Ritchie. Now he has 3. That was just a patient move by Micah Shelton. And he converts the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Maybe we need T-shirts.
Oh, there's a reach that Brendan Lewis gets away with in the lane to Ritchie, and he scores and draws the foul. So
be really interested to see who they call this one on.
I thought it was on Micah Shelton.
It was.
And that is his 3rd. So the 2 opposing number 3s kind of going at each other a little bit, drawing fouls on the other one. And a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play from number 3 of Shelby County. He converts. .30 or 42-38. Both teams average in the low 60s. Shelton, that spin move, that was tough. And he gets it to go, and Devin Duvall a timeout.
Mike has been a key player this quarter. He's made a lot of those good moves there. Getting some points up on the board.
He has 8 here in the half. .224 left, 3rd quarter. 42-40. Shelby County on top. Both teams gathered around their respective coaches. So here's something to think about. This might be my question of the night. One of my daughters has a problem with this, a real problem with this. And I'll ask you your take. Shoes. Should everybody on the team have the same shoes? As you look around tonight, some colorful footwear. Driving, reversing, no, and Ward did change that shot a little bit. You don't have to answer right now. Some pinks, some purples, And there's a reach, and let's see who they got. Did they get Johnson? Oh, number 10. My apologies. Number 10, Hunter. And that's his third. Micah Shelton back at the line. She just thinks that everybody should wear the same kind of shoes, same color, same everything.
See, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I remember my days of playing basketball. Now, that was a long time ago, 7th grade. The team shoes suck sometimes. And it's just, they're not comfortable. They might look cool sometimes.
Micah Shelton misses both, and Dylan Ritchie comes down and drains a three. And head coach Devin Duvall, exasperated, exhales and calls a timeout.
Now, one thing I don't like is when they have two different shoes on.
Yes.
So it might be the same exact shoe, but just different colors. That doesn't make sense to me. But I have seen some cool shoes over the years. Lexi Moore's being one of them. One game she played, it had a SpongeBob scene. The bikini bottom and the SpongeBob's pineapple. Those were cool. I like the colors.
Well, if you from our vantage point, and I don't know if you can see it on TV, it's kind of hard to see it if you're watching on YouTube, but just the Owen County bench, I mean, the color, it's what do you call that thing that painters have? They have a palette. It is a palette of colors on the bench. Anyway, that's my question of the night. Mefford getting in the lane, kicking it out to Shelton. Going up right side this time. Nope, Ward the rebound. He puts it back and in. 45-42. This young man's having a game off the bench. That is Caden Holcomb, his first basket of the second half. He has 10 as the lane just parted and he went straight in and laid it up and in. And that's got a frustrated coach. Rebels looking to get it down low. They are trying to work down in the paint, but Mefford steps out and shoots the three, no good. Under a minute to go, 47-42. Shelby on top. Kick out, Mercer, three, no, rebound, Beckham. Beckham coast to coast, he scores. He's just a heady player. He saw nobody came to stop the ball, and he drove all the way and laid it in. X factor. 47-44. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Driving and a foul on Malachi Mefford. That's his first, just the third on the team. I contend I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's not a bad foul there.
Because he was going baseline with the intent of throwing it into the corner for an open three.
Yep. There was a few things that could have happened there. I mean, he could have stepped out of bounds and maybe went Owen County's way, but it for sure avoided a wide open three there.
Down to 10 seconds. Ritchie working on Young. Ducks up and under. No. Rebound. Mefford, 3 seconds. Why'd he shoot it that far away? Could have taken another dribble. So now Shelby County will have a chance. He could have probably taken a couple more dribbles.
Yeah, I think he could have at least got to the white volleyball line.
Just a baseball heave, no good. I'm a little surprised that Shelby County just didn't put its guys down here on the volleyball line and throw it up and see what they could get. Maybe draw a cheap foul, but nevertheless, they lead it, the Rockets do, 47-44 as we get set for the fourth quarter. We'll give you a chance here. We'll get a drink, and we'll let you watch the Owen County cheerleaders. we are about set for fourth quarter action. Trying to see if we can get you any. Anderson County beats West Jessamine tonight 62-50. Trying to see if we can get you any 8th region scores.
Notable score, Syracuse did pull up the upset, 86-79.
I have no idea what to think about the upcoming NCAA tournament. Holmes beat Carroll County tonight.
I'm going to let my dog pick my bracket this year.
Woo! Probably do about as well as most people.
Absolutely. Probably do better.
47-44. We are underway in the fourth. Rebels trying to get to 17 wins. And inside they go to Brack Sword from Malachi Mefford. And that's a good way to start the quarter. 47-46.
That was a good possession there because, it wasn't rushed, but it also wasn't, laid back and patient. It was just the perfect mix of it.
Driving, that partially was blocked, I believe. And here comes Ashton Moore. Rebels can take the lead. Rebels looking for a good trip. Ethan Young stops out to Mefford, down low. That's where they want to go, and that's as Bill Raftery would say, a little nickel dimer. I mean, you see guys play all night, and then I think he did get pushed, but that's one that's interesting at that point in time. That's the third on Mercer. The Rebels have the lead. And again, it's Brack Ward having a night. 48-47, we are 7 minutes to go. Ritchie, cut off. Rhodes driving. Ward got a hand on it. Thought it could have been a jump ball or maybe even a travel. 48-47. Ashton Moore going to try his hand at a three. No, and the rebound comes down to Shelby. I thought he was going to take it. Instead, he drives and kicks it in the corner. And he made a wise move as going to the basket is Michael Jones, the hoop and the harm. That was on Ashton Moore, his second. A chance to extend the lead to 2. Free throw, no. That could be a pivotal part down the stretch as well in this game.
And neither team has shot exceptionally well from the free throw line there.
In the lane they go. Nice, strong move. Brax Ward, I tell you what, he is having a great second half, let alone a game. And right now, Shelby County does not have an answer. And we're going to get, I think, Ashton Moore again with a bump.
Yep, and this can be his third.
15 second half points for Brax Ward, 22 points for the game. And don't forget, earlier he got his 1,000th rebound, so quite a night for the senior. Not the last home game. Owen County will be back in here Saturday and then next Tuesday. Saturday, Anderson, next Tuesday, Spencer. Driving, Mefford knocks it away, a ball loose. Driving and scoring is Gunnar Rhodes. And Brax has to be careful right there. You don't want to commit a foul and get your fourth. Beckham gets cut off. And there's that push again, and that is the second time that Mercer's been called for that, and that's his fourth. And we're getting a full timeout here from Blake Traylor. Just interesting to me, and I talk about it all the time, the consistency. I'm not saying that Mercer's not pushing him in the back, but it's a couple of ticky-tack fouls late in the game that maybe you haven't really called the rest of the night. I'm not saying it's not happening, but I think if you're Coach Traylor, you're probably thinking, why now are you calling that?
And it goes the same on both ends of the court,
Absolutely.
too. if they've not called it all game, why did they start calling it in the fourth quarter? And that's on both teams.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they've called a couple quick fouls on the Rebels down here on this end, too. Now, granted, they did commit the fouls, but they might not have called them in the first quarter. They did seem a little weaker to me.
Shelby County, just going back and looking at some of their history this afternoon, they have won 17 8th region titles. Now, I learned this today, and I did not know this. Shelbyville was a high school at the same time for a while. Shelby County was a high school, and it wasn't until, I believe they said, the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, that the two schools went together, consolidated. But when you go back and look at teams that have won the 8th region throughout the years, Shelbyville and Shelby County have won a bunch. Shelby County also won a few state championships as well. So a storied program. Beckham for three, no good. So quite a prestigious job for Blake Traylor to have.
And he's put in his work as a coach, too.
Yeah,
he's at Collins for a few years. Assistant coach of some really good teams over there.
Baseline drive, good D, and that's up and down. That's a travel. Good defense.
He called it.
He did call it a jump ball, you're right, and then he changed. Okay. He called it both, actually. I think at first, and we don't have replay, he called travel, but he did signal jump ball.
Yeah, it definitely was not a jump ball.
It was not. I think Blake knows that over there, but hey, he's working the officials. Might have learned how to do that from Coach Duvall a little bit too. Down low to Ward, loses the handle, loose on the floor. Shelby has it. Cross-court pass. The official set a screen right there and maybe allowed Mercer to get to that. And there's a bump away from the basket, way away, on Malachi Mefford, his third, excuse me. I only had him for two. Inbound to Mercer, out near half court. Mercer baseline, thought about it, kicks it back up top. Driving in, ball knocked away. Woo, that's a tough foul right there.
That one also.
They got Mefford.
Be on Malachi.
But now Malachi Mefford with four. Ashton Moore with three. Micah Shelton with three. Brax Ward with three. Shelby County has Dallas Mercer with four. And there's a three by Dylan Ritchie, who also has three fouls. But more importantly, that three gives Shelby County a 4-point lead. 54-50, under 4 to go. That's a foul, wow. Ashton Moore went into the lane and Mercer got him, and he should be gone. And that, I think that's a big foul out if you're Shelby County. He can shoot a little bit. He's probably the tallest guy out there. But he fouls out tonight with 6 points. Came in averaging 10. But he's their second leading three-point shooter. And he'll be on the bench.
And very well could be a deciding factor with 4 minutes left in the game.
So Ashton Moore at the free throw line. He has 2 points. Trying to cut the lead in half if he can make them both. First one's good. Second one good. 2 good-looking free throws right there. It's 54-52, 3:52 left in the game. Little weave right now. Driving cut. Oh, Brax Ward got the foul. That's a tough one. He did foul him. And now that's his fourth.
He called that one on Micah Shelton.
Wow. Free throw, no good. From Gunner Rhodes. Micah Shelton now with 4. Second one good. 55-52, 3:22 left in the game. Rebels trail by 3. Ethan Young puts it on the deck. Out to Moore. Into the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound, loose. Oh, going to the floor hard and calling a timeout is Caden Holcomb. He landed right on top of the ball. But he is up in a heady play to call the timeout. 55-52, 3:02. Moore got a good look.
Yep. You know, there very possibly could have been a foul or two there. The guys in the stripes didn't call it.
Looking across the way tonight as see Daryl Traylor, and he's wearing Collins blue. He said he was going to be neutral tonight. And that would be weird to have your kid who graduated from here coaching against his team, your team. But he said he was going to be neutral tonight. Wonder who Mom's rooting for.
I don't know. I see that little dark blue in her shirt there. And maybe a little bit of gold. I don't know. I'm saying Shelby County.
I see it, yes. Sitting there next to Todd Marston in his maroon. We're not going to tell you what everybody's wearing, don't worry. This isn't the red carpet of the Oscars. Oh, into the lane, all the way to the basket, missed it, put back up and in, however, is Michael Jones. And Shelby County with a 5-point lead. 57-52. Micah Shelton for 3. Nope. Rebound tipped out by Ward to Beckham. He scores and he's fouled. He will not get credit for an assist, but that was a heady play by the senior who knew he couldn't get the rebound, and instead he tipped it out to a teammate. And that's on Caden Holcomb, his first. Camden Beckham with the basket and the foul. And we get another timeout. Did Owen County take that when I was looking down? Okay, thank you. So 2:10 to go. 57-55. Shelby County on top. 2 games in a row in here. Good one last night. But I know talking to Coach Wesselman a little bit today, she said there's about a 4-minute stretch last night she'd like to have back. But she said overall the girls played well. They will be back in here tomorrow night against the Grant County team, who I was told today by Malachi Meffert, who's seen them play a couple of times. He said, don't sleep on them in the region. They went to the regional championship game last year. So a very good Grant County team coming in here tomorrow night, girl-wise. And he said, again, don't sleep on them in the region. He said, and even Coach Wesselman said she thought they were flying a little bit under the radar.
So last night at the senior festivities, I mentioned the cupcakes, Coach Wesselman did address the team last night, talking about how well they played and also how there is no excuse not to play that well the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
She set the high standard for the Lady Rebels, so I'm excited to see how the rest of these games play out for them. And I think they will go out and compete Thursday night.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I said tomorrow. I meant Thursday. Let's see how this one turns out. We are under 2 minutes to go. Shelby County, the leather, in a 2-point lead. Good defense, Ashton Moore. Ball knocked away out of bounds. No, it's saved in. I thought it went out. I was blocked by the backboard, and instead it's a foul on Ashton Moore. And that is his fourth. And that will send Gunnar Rhodes back to the line where he will have 2. He's 1 of 2 there this quarter, actually for the game, and he's now 2 for 3.
And both teams will be in the bonus from here on out.
Second one good. 59-55, a minute 41. Shelton to Ward. Ward can shoot that, but they're not this time. Medford will, and he missed it. Rebound, Ethan Young, out of his hands on the floor. Micah Shelton hustling for it. Jump ball to Shelby County. Micah Shelton was reaching as far as he could with his left arm to try to tie that up, and he did. But it's going back to Shelby County, who have a 4-point lead. Now, if you're Owen County, I would think you'd try to get a steal, but you can't let a whole lot of time go off here before you have to think about fouling. Clock down to a minute 10. Shelby in no hurry. Ritchie will drive in, lay it up, and score. And now it's a 6-point game. 55 seconds. Shelton spinning to Young. Baseline, lays it up and in. And a timeout, Owen County. Four-point game, 48.5 seconds to go. I was trying to, again, check the timeout situation. Rebels down by 4. Shout out to Coach Chad McDonald. JV with a win tonight, 44-32.
Freshman got a good win tonight as well.
I was not here for that, so congrats to Coach Chad. I was told he told my daughter to give him a shout out tonight if they won. So Chad, they won. There's your shout out. He's trying for that 8th Region JV Coach of the Year award. They've had a pretty good year, though. In all truthfulness, they have played well.
And it's good to see some of those players, JV players, step up in these varsity games, too. Brennan Lewis especially. He got kind of started out a little slower in the year, but I think he's starting to peak at the right time.
Beckham fouled. He kind of had to with 38.6. And that's going to send Michael Jones to the free throw line for 2. These are 2 gigantic free throws. And he drains the first one. So the Rebels not done quite yet. Second one good. It's going to take something special. 6-point game. Shelton over to Moore. Rebels need to get one up here. Medford, he'll take it for 3. No. Rebound, Ward. Puts it up. Good. 24 seconds. I don't think Owen County has any timeouts. Down to 20. Gets it in. He got a foul, and there's the foul by Beckham. So now you're back in that situation you were in last night. If you're Owen County, you've got to score before the 7 or 8 second mark, or else Shelby County would never have to inbound. Of course, you have the 5 seconds to inbound, but you can stall a couple seconds picking up the ball. So the clock says 16, but it's really about 8. Beckham driving in, lays it up good. 10 seconds, and actually they did have a timeout. So not quite done, but now it would really take something special. Seen it happen.
Yes, I stayed up a very late night watching Louisville and Virginia play. They scored 5 points in 0.9 seconds and came back and beat Louisville. I've never been so sick in my life watching a ball game.
I remember an NBA game when Reggie Miller and Spike Lee were chatting it up, and Reggie Miller scored 6 or 8 points in the last 10 seconds of that game at Madison Square Garden. And I also remember a 6 overtime game in the Big East tournament a few years. Syracuse and, was that UConn?
Well, there was a 5 overtime game in 2013 with Louisville and Notre Dame.
Yes, I remember that one too.
That was their last loss of the year, and Louisville went on to win the national championship.
That was the year they wore the giant, or the very neon.
Yes.
They were, and as Jay Billis said, they looked like 6-foot-tall highlighters. But Louisville, yeah. So crazy things have happened. I think right here, though, you almost have to come away with a steal.
Looks even more like a Louisville game, too, with the mass exodus of Owen County Rebel fans.
There's the
leaving
foul
before the final buzzer.
It's going to put Michael Jones back at the line. He's 4 for 4 in the last minute. And again, the clock says 8.3, but you've got to get this up and in before 5, or Shelby wouldn't have to inbound. I tell you what, though, Blake Traylor is 8 seconds away from maybe one of the biggest wins of his career at Shelby. No good. Gotta hurry. Mefford, Shelton, 3. Got it. Shelby doesn't have to inbound. And they don't, and the game is over. 66-64, Shelby County comes in here to Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium, and the student beats the teacher, 66-64. We're going to take just a second here to get the scoring totals. But we can tell you right now that our Broadlink player of the game is number 3 for Shelby County, Dylan Ritchie. Unofficially, I have him with 24 points. Dallas Mercer finished with 6. Javon Hunter with 2. Michael Jones, a big second half, 2, 4, 6, 8. He had 11. I'm sorry, he had 12. Gunnar Rhodes with 14. Caden Holcomb with 10 for Shelby County. Run down the Owen County totals for you. And once we've got Dylan, we will send it down to Zoe Webster right now.
I'm here with tonight's player of the game, Dylan Ritchie. Congratulations with your 24 points. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
I feel good. We've been pretty horrible on the road, so it felt good to come out here and get a road win.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
So Owen County will drop to 16-11 overall. Shelby County will improve to 13-11. on this season. Running down the scoring totals for Owen County tonight, they were led by Brack Swart, who had 24 points, Micah Shelton with 15, Camden Beckham with 3, Malachi Mefford had 3, Ethan Young with 5, and Ashton Moore with 4 points tonight for Owen County. Congrats to Brack Swart, 24 points. He also got his 1,000th rebound in the first half for Owen County, so he is now a member of the 1,000 club, the Millennial Club, if you would. 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds. Tough one tonight for Owen County, but I know, and I can say this from my vantage point, I'm happy for Blake in a way. I know I teach here, obviously rooting for Owen County, but a good win for him, and congrats to him tonight on that win. But a tough one tonight if you're an Owen County fan, knowing that what you have coming in front of you.
Yeah, but same as the way we talked last night with the Lady Rebels. Running Rebels are in a good spot. This was a good region test. Only losing to 2, with a lot of missed opportunities out there. They're in a good spot, and they can look forward to the regional tournament with this in mind, knowing that, they can very well beat Shelby County if they ever come across them again.
That's going to do it for us tonight. Big thanks again to our corporate sponsors. You can see them there on the bottom of your screen. Special thanks to German American Bank for sponsoring the 3-point challenge. For every 3-point shot the Rebels and Lady Rebels make here at home, they will donate $10. Tonight we had 4 3-pointers tonight for Owen County, $40. Thank you to German American Bank. That's going to do it for us till Thursday night. Brian Blair with Braden Howard saying good night from Owenton.